Here's my face from 6 weeks ago. Here's my face from 11 days ago. Here's me today. Now, my skin isn't perfect, but it's better, and that's what this video is about, getting better. Having a red face with a breakout is embarrassing, especially when you make YouTube videos for a living. Gosh, I just wanted to hide until it went away, but it didn't go away. I searched YouTube for solutions, but everybody was just recommending different products, which, look, I know products help, but I don't want to rely on them for the rest of my life. Plus, they ain't cheap. Here's what I think is going on. I think that a breakout on the face is a byproduct of some type of internal reaction or interaction. Something is going on inside your body and as a result is coming out of your skin. I am a fan of slapping on the right cream for a while to relieve symptoms, but I think understanding the problem so we can fix it and prevent it from happening again is the most important thing we can do. Okay, so why is this happening in the first place? A red face, rash, or sudden breakout could be caused by a lot of things, and to be honest, it's almost impossible to find out. Chatting with multiple doctors over video calls, they told me I could have rosacea, perioral dermatitis, fungal acne. Before I dive in, let me quickly explain my story, then I'll share what I think is the best game plan moving forward. My skin has never been great. I've always had freckles and what seems like minor skin damage, but I've never had acne or dealt with zits before. In a video I made months ago on finding the perfect reading light, one of the lights I used for a while was a headlamp with a cheap strap. In that video, I suggested that I started getting zits on my forehead right between the eyes as a result of the cheap material and using it every night for a month or so. It's impossible to know if that was the actual problem or not, but either way, since it wasn't going away, I started consulting Dr. Google. Anyway, I decided before I saw a doctor I wanted to fix it myself. Some people online suggested putting hydrocortisone cream on it for a while and that it should clear up. So I tried that. Every night I was putting some on my face and after a week or so, it didn't really seem to help. Then I saw a video talking about fungal acne. I've had athlete's foot years ago, so still had some antifungal medication kicking around, so I decided to try that on my face for a week or so. At this point, I think I may have been clogging my pores more, which was when this video was taken. So, I got a video appointment with a random doctor who suggested it is perioral dermatitis, and he suggested I use tacrolimus and use that for a few weeks. I put it on my face, and after 5 days, my face looked great. I was impressed. Since I hated putting the ointment on my face, I decided to stop using it cold turkey. Within about a day after that, whatever I had on my face decided to get frickin' angry and it came back with a vengeance. It was fierce. I've never had issues on my face like this before. In hindsight, I think I created some type of monster using the wrong creams, maybe rebounding from the hydrocortisone, and the tacrolimus just brought it out. So I decided to go back on the tacrolimus again for another 3-week duration. And while my face got a bit better, my issues didn't clear up. And I knew when I came off it, my face was going to get bad again. Sure enough, a couple weeks later when I came off, this happened. And this was me 11 days ago. This was the worst it had ever been. Fudge. Bye-bye YouTube career. At this point, I finally had a chat with my family doctor and she suggested 2 things. First was to take a blood test to see if it could be some type of autoimmune disease, and the second was to use a retinoid cream. This was the one she gave me. I took the blood test, which fortunately didn't show the likelihood of any autoimmune diseases. After being on this cream for about 10 days, my face looks and feels much better. I feel like that monster that was coming out of my face was some type of rebound effect from using the tacrolimus, and the only way to get through it was to let it come out through my face. Luckily, I think the retinoid helped pull it out. So is that it? Am I fixed? Are retinol creams the solution? Well, maybe, but hold on, there's more to the story. I wasn't just slapping crap on my face. Through all of this, I learned a lot about why this was happening. I learned that stress can be a huge factor in all of this, as well as eating the wrong foods. If you've watched my channel at all, you'll know I have often experimented with removing alcohol and doing my best to keep stress down because it's brought out all kinds of crazy symptoms in me before. But this face stuff was new to me and I didn't realize the impact my diet and lifestyle might really have been causing. Over the last 5 or 6 months, my diet has been crap. While I usually lean towards primal Mediterranean style low carb diet, when you have small picky kid eaters, well, it's just so much easier to serve them carbs. Then I end up eating them too, throw in drinking alcohol again, as well as not dealing with stress properly, and you have all the recipes for a leaky gut. Leaky gut syndrome is a proposed intestinal condition in which a weakening of the intestinal walls allows bacteria and toxins into the bloodstream. Basically, I think if you don't have healthy gut flora, which has been weakened from not only diet but constant worrying or anxiety, then when you eat inflammatory foods like sugar and simple carbs, they get absorbed into your bloodstream, causing inflammation throughout your body. For me, it was coming out through the skin on my face. So what does this mean? Well, I think this is a very important piece of the puzzle to understand not only how to heal the body now, but even more important for preventing skin issues from happening in the future. This is why a lot of people are doing the carnivore diet, because it's a very extreme elimination diet that gets rid of a lot of the triggers people have in their lives. Things like gluten or dairy, those are just two of the most common ones people might not even realize are causing them symptoms, but it could be other foods as well. And while that diet is a little too hardcore for me at the moment, really cutting down on refined carbohydrates and nasty oils has seemed to really help me out. I don't want to preach too much about this since I'm still learning, but it seems to me like clearing out the gut and creating a happy environment in there is the key to a long-term success for skincare. Here's what I think are some of the best ways to do this. Number one, fasting. If you haven't done a water fast before, I think they are just the best. It's a great way to help your body reset, and after a fast is a great time to start fresh with new, better habits. I don't think you need to fast all the time or every other day, but a 24-hour fast here and there might work magic for you. The first time you do it, it's tough, but I will tell you, now when I do a water fast, I just get so much energy in the late mornings and afternoons, and my mind is sharp as a tack. It makes sense as you usually would hunt for food while hungry. And number two, the next important thing is creating that healthy environment in your gut. There are other videos out there that are great at explaining this and go a lot deeper, but basically we need probiotics. We want healthy bacteria down there helping out. We then need prebiotics to feed those probiotics, as well as we want polyphenols and soluble fiber to make sure things move right along and to help do some fighting down there. Look, I don't want to get too deep into this video with the diet stuff, like I said, as I'm still learning, but I will do my best to provide resources for anyone who wants to learn more. I just want to spark ideas in you to help you figure out the path you need to take to fix yourself on your journey. Because if you keep just hoping other people will fix you, you might never heal. Creating a diet that fixes you from the inside out, I think, is vital towards success, not only with healthy skin, but a healthy life. Your skin on the outside reflects what's going on the inside. So once you give your body the tools it needs, it will fix itself. Once you stop poisoning it, essentially, you will recover. So your diet is huge. And the last thing I will talk about is giving your body the ability to heal through proper resting. I'm lumping together stress management and sleep in the same category because I think these two things go together. When you aren't stressed, you sleep better. And as we all know, sleep is the most important part of feeling good. So making sleep a priority in life will make you have a better life. Over the last 5 or 6 months, I was letting a lot of small things get to me, letting my mind ruminate on just petty crap. I've been working on my mental health lately, which is tough when your face is frickin' breaking out, but accepting what is and having hope for the future really helped things settle down for me. So I highly encourage you, if you are having skin breakouts, to read books or listen to podcasts to help settle your mind and give you the tools you need to let go and be content. Exercise, yoga, stretching, they are all amazing things as well for overall health. Here's my takeaway with having gone down this rabbit hole over the last year or so. I don't know what I have or had. I probably never will know. And while that's frustrating, that's life. If you have issues with your face, instead of following Dr. Google's recommendations, because according to it, you probably have face cancer, try to work with your family doctor. They will likely prescribe some type of cream. For me, this retinoid worked very well. The tacrolimus did not. I think it made things much worse. But it could be vice versa for you, time will tell. The right cream will help in the short term, and if it's the right medication, it should work within a couple of days. Follow your doctor's advice with how long to take it. Some pharmacists might be able to prescribe you some type of retinol. If you do decide to give it a go, your face will peel off in the first week or so be ready for that. it will be sensitive for a while too. While you are waiting for the creams to work, really look at your diet and decide if there might be certain foods you consume that could be causing your problems. Pops, sugar, lots of breads, foods that come in a box, those are some of the worst offenders. Creating a food journal is another way to really learn about what you're eating so you can create a plan moving forward. But I'm telling you, there's a huge chance all of your issues are caused because of what's going on with your gut. When you get some time, go to YouTube or Google and just search for leaky gut acne, leaky gut red face, etc. It's pretty crazy. And so many people have fixed themselves through changing their diet and lifestyle alone. In case it is fungal, switch to using Head & Shoulders or any type of shampoo that contains zinc, as results indicate zinc has strong antibacterial and good antifungal activity against selected strains of bacteria. I was recommended to use it as a shampoo and a body wash and have been happy with the results so far. Also, work on your mental health. If you are a worrier, learn how to worry less. If you have anxiety, talk with someone. Find out how to deal with it. If you don't learn how to properly deal with stress, it's going to continue showing up in strange ways through your whole life. Do yourself a favor and take care of your body and mind. I know sometimes you have to work a lot in life, but if you don't take breaks, it might come out in your face like it did for me. Lastly, create a skincare routine that makes sense for you. When doing my research, I can't believe the routine some people go through and all the crap they put on their face every day. It looked stressful. Now, at the end of the night, I use a gentle cleanser on my face. Then I use a moisturizer without much crap in it on my face. And that's it. In the morning, I do the same thing. And that's about it for my skincare routine. Gotta be delicate with that skin. I have experimented with azelaic acid and hyaluronic acid, and while I think they might be a solid choice for skin management, I'm not sure they will fit into my life after all of this. Let me know in the comments below if you are a fan of these or have had success with them, because I think they are very helpful for a lot of people. Having your face, you know, the thing we use to communicate with other human beings to help get what we want in life, it's really stressful when it's in a state that embarrasses us. Going through this has really made me compassionate for people that have to deal with this on an ongoing basis. I'm not trying to say radically changing your diet to heal the gut, manage your stress, and a retinoid cream will fix everyone, but I think it's a good starting point. I think people underestimate the damage that can come as a result of what's going on in the stomach and all of the insane symptoms that come out as a result of an unhealthy lifestyle. And I know sometimes working with doctors can be frustrating because they don't always get it right on the first try. But even if the first medication they prescribe doesn't work, they will help you rule out what's wrong through trial and error, and eventually you'll likely figure it out. Be patient and have hope. Again, for most people, I think what's happening on the skin is a result of some other type of reaction going on in the body. So while creams will help relieve symptoms, the key is to find the main reaction and neutralize it. That's the path I'm on right now, and I'll do a follow-up in a couple of months to see and let you know how things are going. I do not want to be on expensive creams or supplements my whole life, and I don't think you need to be either. Let's connect in the comments below. Sometimes your comments or interactions with others can help thousands of people. Thank you if you're able to comment down below. Also, please feel free to share your story. Again, you never know. Someone might be able to benefit from your story or help chime in with you on something not mentioned in this video. You will get better. Be patient. I know you might have to weather the storm for a week or a couple of weeks, but be hopeful. There are lots of things to try and we can brainstorm together. If you got value from this video, I would appreciate you taking a moment to click the like button. It helps this video spread so others might benefit from it. In case you want to learn more about how I manage stress, check out this video next. If you want to learn more on how to fall asleep at night, well, I did a very comprehensive video on that you can watch here. Otherwise, here's what YouTube thinks you'd like to watch next. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on The Sad Life.